So, hello beautiful people out there. I'm Rekha and we are learning English together. So, today I'm going to tell you that most of the students, when they learn this language, they face a kind of fear, and that fear is whenever they speak to somebody or whenever they are going to deliver some speech in front of other people, they get stuck. And when they get stuck, what happens that they forget everything. Whatever is their mind, it all goes blank and they think of quitting. They become shaky, they start stammering, they feel nervous, and eventually they end up quitting the thing. Now, this is very common. So, first of all, let me tell you one thing, students, that I am also in this journey. So, that is why whenever I feel something like this, I always tell you my own experience. It's not make it thing. It's not the things, which I have adopted from other videos. It is my own creation, because this is very common thing which every English speaking learner, they think. They experience this thing. And this experience is that whenever they go to speak in front of other people, after mustering up lots of courage, they always, when they get stuck in some places, they are not able to deliver the thing which they are supposed to. They become very nervous. And result is that they think that, no, I will quit. English is not my cup of tea. I will not be able to learn this language in my whole life. So this is the situation. Now, this situation comes, because we are always in the habit of learning things. We are always in the habit of cramming up things. We never, it's not, our fault. You can say this is our education system which make us do that. Instead of learning the things, instead of understanding the thing, what we do that we try to cram up the whole thing. And this is the only reason that, whenever the right time comes for us to speak in front of other people, we try to recall only those words and sentences which we have learned. We don't think about the other alternatives which might be there. And this is the only reason we forget things. Because we are thinking about only one sentence or only one word, which I am going to speak in front of other people. But we don't think about replacing it with another word and sentences. And this is the only reason that we forget things. And one more thing which I have realized, that these are all psychological matter. It's not, it's more of psychological matter, less of, your preparation to this language. You cannot say that I'm not fully prepared, so that is why I'm not able to deliver my speech, or I am not able to speak to other people. The only reason is that, your confidence level, it becomes zero. When you talk to other people, what happens that, you think a lot. You think about the consequences. You think about the result, that what would happen if I get stuck in between. So instead of concentrating on your speech or on your conversation or your communication, you think a lot about the problems which can arise if you forget things. And keeping this negative thoughts in our mind, we always speak. So when we speak, in the back of our mind, this thing works, what would happen if I forget things? What would happen if I forget things? People will laugh at me. They will think that I don't know this language very well. They are going to laugh at me. They are just concentrating on my things. What would happen? You just become nervous. So just keep this thing aside. Focus on your content what you are going to speak, rather than on negative thoughts, which is there, on the subconscious mind of yours. So I always say that there are two kind of people. One, if they face such situation when giving or delivering speech, if they forget something, they replace it with another word or another sentences, rather than sweating and thinking and becoming nervous, and repeating the same sentence again and again to connect it with other sentence. They replace it with another words, another sentences. They turn their conversation to other side if they forget something. And there are one kind of people, what they do, that if they become nervous at once, it's a really nightmare for them. Just they lose everything, their whole confidence which they have gathered in your whole life, and eventually they quit. They think that no, I will not be able to speak language, English language in front of other people in my whole life. So this is all matter of psychological thing, not a matter of your language thing. Because till now you have learned a lot, you have worked a lot on this language, you are reading, you are writing, you are listening lots of videos on this on English things, and your mind is full of English stuffs. But instead of this thing, you are not able to present yourself. So let me tell you two things. Two things are very important for you to follow. First thing is that you need to have conversation practice daily. Daily you have to speak English. Daily you need to speak English with other people. Whenever you get time, you speak. If you don't have any person to speak with, okay, you speak it to yourself. Give yourself some talk. Speak to yourself. You will find that when you're speaking to yourself, your confidence level it increases. And students, I also want to share with you one thing, that I have realized this thing, that when I keep on this thing, this strategy of speaking all the time, whatever work I do, I speak on my mind. I speak, and when I speak a lot, spontaneously words comes out from my mouth. Now I don't need to put much pressure on my words to come out. Intentionally I don't do it. Unintentionally words comes out from my mouth, and it's become very natural, then. So what I was saying, that the second thing is that first, your speaking is very necessary. Second thing is that your confidence level. Never let your confidence lose. Okay, because this confidence of yours, it's very much needed when you are speaking with someone. Don't let other people know that you are learning this language. Just try to present yourself in such a way that they can understand, yeah, you are not learning this language, but you know this language very well. And I also want to tell you that don't bother for other people's opinion, because in this whole world, nobody is much curious about other people. It is, our own assumptions. It is our own imagination. We always think that that person is going to, laugh at me, or other person are talking, about my weaknesses, my shortcomings. But believe me, nobody has time to analyze you. Nobody has time to think about you. It is you who create this imaginative world around you. We people actually create this imaginative world around you, with full of criticism and all. Actually it does not happen. People are rather supportive. Yeah, they appreciate your efforts. They appreciate your efforts. They appreciate your little things, which you do in your life. Very few people are there who are negative. So why to bother for them? If they are negative, they will scatter negativity. They will think about the wrong thing about you. So don't care for them. Don't. How this negativity comes in our mind? This negativity comes from our school days, when our teacher actually evaluates us with good students and bad students. If we do something good in our studies, they appreciate us. If we do something wrong, or we are not able to present ourselves in a nice way, they keep us in the category of low students, lower students, you can say. So that is why, this discrimination actually made us very low in, in our life, because this has been created from the very beginning in our mind, that if we are not able to present ourselves in a nice way, we are always humiliated in front of other people. So I would always suggest you that just take this language as a language only, not a matter of shame or not a matter of pride. You are learning this language to learn this language only. It's a skill, and you are going to learn this language by your dedication, your hard work, and most importantly, your confidence. If you have confidence, you can learn this language very easily. As I told you that it is all a psychological pattern. If you think that you are able to present yourself in a nice way, nobody is going to stop you from learning this language. So I'm going to tell you my own experience about this thing, that a situation also came in my life when I was about to speak up in front of some unknown people, and I knew few people were speaking, and it was I know that after 2 or 3 people my turn was about to come, and I started feeling shaky, nervous, and I just let those negative thoughts comes or hover around my mind, and I started feeling low. And then what happened? When I presented the thing in front of other people, it was just a mechanical speech. Without looking, without making eye contact, just looking into the space, I just gave my speech without any kind of body language, without any kind of, what should I say? I couldn't relate what I am saying with my own appearances, with my own facial expressions, you can say. It was just a mechanical way of saying things. So it's resulting in this thing that I didn't get any appreciation from people's side, from other side, you can say. And I knew it very well that whatever I said, it was just, in hesitation, just to hide my fear which was inside me, very much strong, that it covered my whole personality, and I was very nervous. Somehow I managed to hold my hand tightly on the dice, and I was keeping my hand like this, and whatever I was speaking, it was just, as I told you, it was like I need to speak, that's all. I would speak. I don't bother for what is my facial expression and what is all, but I just want to deliver it to other people. That's why, that's the thing. I don't bother for what I am speaking and how I am relating it with my subject and my content. That was the time when I thought that no, it should not be the thing. I rather feel ashamed of myself, giving this type of thing. Another incident I remember, that again I need to speak on some subject, and I was given a chance. And I was waiting for my turn to come, and you can't believe, what happens, that I just started thinking, no negativity, only positivity. I will speak. I will speak nicely. I can speak. I will speak nicely. I can speak. I started repeating these sentences, and I did not let loose my confidence. Rather, I was feeling happy. I was concentrating on what are the points on which I'm going to speak, rather on wasting my time on thinking about the negative consequences which is going to follow. Okay, I started thinking on my thing, that what I'm going to speak to, to the people, and I spoke. I spoke very nicely, confidently, without being shaky, without being, nervous. I just delivered it in front of other people. So students, I just want to tell you one thing, that your speaking is very much your psychological thing. It's not matter of your language learning. You cannot say that yet I am not prepared and I need to prepare a lot to learn this language. It's all your psychological things. When you become confident, when you think confident, when you become confident, when you think that no, I can do it, I can make it happen, you can do it. So from next time, whenever you are going to speak with another people, remember that your confidence is very much needed to speak up. And rest of the things are important also, like listening, reading, writing, speaking, everything is needed. But at the same time, your confidence level is also very much important. Thank you so much.